Have you ever felt like someone doesn't like you, but they're too subtle to say it outright? They act polite, smile when they have to, and maybe even exchange small talk, but something just feels off. It's like there's an invisible wall between you, and you can't quite put your finger on what's wrong. Here's the thing. Not everyone will be direct about their dislike. Some people hide it behind passive behavior, empty words, or cold body language. And if you're not careful, these little signs can creep into your life, messing with your self-esteem and emotional well-being. In this video, we'll break down 7 subtle signs that someone doesn't like you and what to do when you spot them. Let's dive in. Sign number 1. They don't acknowledge your wins. Ever shared good news with someone and all they say is, "Oh, cool," or change the topic right away? No congrats, no excitement, nothing. When people don't acknowledge your wins, it slowly eats away at your self-confidence. You start doubting your achievements. If you're always surrounded by people who refuse to cheer you on, you might feel like your success isn't worth celebrating. Stop expecting validation from everyone. Pay attention to who celebrates with you and cut off those who stay silent. Keep your wins close to people who uplift you. Your energy is too precious to waste on people who can't even clap for you. Sign number 2. Their body language seems closed off. Ever talk to someone and they sit with their arms crossed, lean away from you, or keep their legs pointed toward the door? It feels like they can't wait to get away from you. When someone's body language is closed off, it creates emotional distance. Over time, you might start questioning yourself. Did I do something wrong? Am I boring? Their unspoken disinterest can make you second-guess every interaction and drain your confidence. Don't chase people who make you feel unwanted. Pay attention to these non-verbal cues. If someone's body tells you they don't want to be around you, walk away. Your time and presence are valuable. Only give them to people who show they're open to being with you. Sign number 3. They avoid eye contact. Ever notice someone avoids looking you in the eye during a conversation, like they'd rather stare at the wall or their phone? Even when you're speaking directly to them, their eyes keep shifting everywhere but toward you. When someone avoids eye contact, it creates a feeling of being invisible, like you're not worth their attention. Over time, this can make you feel small and unimportant. You might start questioning your worth, thinking there's something wrong with you. Don't waste your energy on people who can't even look you in the eye. It's a sign of disinterest or disrespect. If someone makes you feel unseen, stop chasing their attention. Focus on connecting with people who meet you with respect, both in words and with their eyes. Sign number 4. They're polite, but only on the surface. Ever interact with someone who says all the right things? Hi, how are you? But their tone is cold and their smile feels fake. It's like they're checking boxes to appear polite, but you can sense they don't actually care. This fake politeness can make you feel trapped in awkward situations. You start doubting your gut instincts because, on the surface, they're polite, but deep down, you know something's off. Over time, their cold politeness can leave you emotionally drained, feeling isolated and confused. Don't fall for politeness if it feels forced. Pay attention to actions, not just words. If someone's behavior feels off, trust your gut. You deserve real, meaningful connections, not empty conversations with people who only play nice on the surface. Sign number 5. They ignore you in group settings. Ever join a group conversation and it feels like you're invisible? You say something and nobody responds, or worse, they carry on like you never spoke at all. When people ignore you in groups, it can make you feel isolated and excluded. Over time, This can mess with your self-esteem, making you think you don't belong or that your presence doesn't matter. It can push you to withdraw from social situations altogether. Stop wasting energy in spaces where you feel invisible. If people ignore you, don't try harder to fit in. Find groups where your presence is valued. Remember, it's better to be alone than surrounded by people who act like you don't exist. Sign number 6. They never include you in plans. Ever find out about a group hangout or event after it happened? You check social media, and there they are. Your so-called friends having a great time without even inviting you. Being left out repeatedly can make you question your self-worth. You might start feeling like an outsider, even in groups you thought you belonged to. If you keep trying to fit in where you're not wanted, it'll drain your energy and leave you feeling lonely. Stop chasing people who forget to invite you. If someone values you, they'll make space for you. Spend time with people who want you around and don't treat you like an afterthought. You deserve to be where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Sign number 7. They take credit for your ideas. Ever share an idea, and then later someone else presents it as if it were their own? Suddenly they're getting all the praise while you stand there, completely overlooked. This kind of behavior can make you feel powerless and undervalued. If people keep stealing your ideas, you might start holding back, afraid that your efforts will go unnoticed. It creates frustration and kills motivation over time. Call it out. Don't let people steal what's yours. Say something like, "Glad you liked my idea," or correct them on the spot. Protect your contributions. If they can't respect your input, take your talents where they'll be appreciated and credited. Spotting these signs isn't always easy, but once you do, don't ignore them. Protect your peace, set boundaries, and walk away from anyone who drains your energy. Life's too short to spend it around people who pretend to care. Surround yourself with those who see your worth and show it through their actions. If this video helped you see things more clearly, take that clarity forward. Keep your circle strong and stay sharp.